Hey everybody, welcome to week 4 of the course. You're over halfway point. Got our fall scenery up here, got the little scenery. Also got our my little inspirational pick here about never being too late to change things. Depending on where you are in your life or different things and obstacles and all that stuff, I always try to keep an optimistic point of view on things, and So anyway, like I say, if depending on you've got things going on, just you can always change things and move on and make it school part of your life and so forth. So all right, now into the course here. Last week, week 3, both discussion and the homeworks. Quite a few guys had homeworks in already, and it looks like everybody's doing good on the homeworks. Same thing on the discussions. So those of you that are in there, doing real good. So we'll jump up here to week 4. Week 4, you got 2 chapters. You got chapter 13 and 14. Chapter 13 covers training and development, and 14 goes over career planning and development. So they both interrelate. Um, Depending on where you're at in the discussion this upcoming week actually kind of deals with this too, on where what your plans are, kind of sort of. Depending on who you're working for, or who you will working for, unlike 50, 100 years ago, most corporations today have training plans. Some places might train you for a few hours, but then there's other places that will train you for weeks, depending on what it is. And this is, we're talking about skills that are not like technical skills. You know what I mean? Like if you go to, if you're going to be IT or something, there's even more things. So depending on what you're doing, training development now is kind of a part of life. So depending on what you're going to be doing, where you're going to be going, it's all part of the long term there. So again, in the discussions, usually in the discussion, we have pretty good discussion in this course on, what your future plans might be. So when you get in there, just let us, kind of share what your plans are, or if you got ideas or experiences or bad experiences, whatever the case is. Same thing with the homework. Um, just make sure you always scroll down, dun, 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 to see what's going on there. So you already got 2 chapters this week, so it's not the odd number, like in some of the other weeks, so it's all the questions there. The other thing you have this week, or you should have, is your research paper. Uh, so um, I have some of you have asked some questions on this, which I have given back to you. So um, if you got any questions, just get in touch with me. Let me know what's going on there. And otherwise, like I said, everybody's doing pretty good. Um, no problems. So that's good. And like I said, in the 2 chapters this week, just go make sure you go over to, for your quizzes and stuff, terminology, definitions, things like that, concepts, and you should be doing okay. So, all right. So with that. That's pretty much it for this week. Like I say, everybody's doing real good, so there's not much to cover other than keep doing what you've been doing there, and you should be okay. So with that, the only other thing I'll do is my weekly test question. Make sure you've watched the video. Me and my grandson were out yesterday, and so you can let me know what's going on here. And with that, I will. I think I've covered everything. Da, da, da. Boom, boom. Yep. Oh, the only other last little admin thing is, I've touched on plagiarism um, in some of the past things, and I just, to clarify, I mean, there's lots of different misunderstandings sometimes. One of the explanations I got recently on, on the copy pasting thing is that they they were told it was all right if you use the source, at the end of the homework or whatever, you put in the source. That's only true if you're quoting. If you're copying the entire article or entire paragraph, that's not the case. That the thing of, hey, you can copy other things, that applies to, hey, you're copying a quote or a particular sentence, or 2 sentences, that applies to it. But you still have to explain what those sentences are, in your own words. So I mean, the thing of, if you're citing, that's fine, but not an entire assignment or something like that. So, so anyway, so that's just that little thing. And again, so and a picture. So there we go. And that will be it. So you guys have a great week. Get in touch if you need anything, and we'll talk to you next time. Take care.